Good evening. Welcome to Wizards Outlook. Joined by Cardo Dudley Jr., Raymond Lyons, who's in Capital One Arena tonight to taking this game up close. As always, before we get to the proceedings, quick word from our folks over at Oohs and Ahs. It is February. It's a black-owned business. Oohs and Ahs has been a staple in the community, serving as a safe space since its founding in 2003. Join us and experience food for your soul. Visit oozandahs.com to see the menu, hours, and more. Order from the Georgia Avenue location today. Whether you stop in and dine in or via Uber Eats. All right, Ray, you were in the building, so you know how it goes. If you're in the building, you go yup first. These are the rules.
Man, first things first, I'm always taken aback by how much of a pro Heat crowd it is every time they come here. Like it's just strange. Like it literally sounded like a Miami home game. Like it was several points where the crowd was chanting "Let's go Heat." That's embarrassing in itself, but that's a story for another day. In regards to tonight, man, the tone was set for what type of day it was going to be in the first quarter. Wizards couldn't defend. Um, Miami was shooting lights out, and the Wizards were cold as ice. And that told the story of the game, man. If you look at the total, Miami made 18 threes, the Wizards made 7. That pretty much tells you what type of night it was. But yeah, it just got off to a bad start. And we know how that thing gets going downhill for the Wiz. And they just really weren't able to recover. They fought back a little bit in the second quarter, but they came right back out in the third quarter. Miami just went ahead and got the lead back up. They cut it to they were trailing by 7, I believe, at halftime, but they started out the third quarter with 3 bad possessions, and Miami instantly pushed the lead back up to 15. You know it, they were not shooting threes well. They opened the third quarter with 3 straight 3-point attempts. Kuz hit the side of the backboard. KCP shot an air ball. Then KCP shot a brick. Miami scored on each of those possessions. 15-point lead again. They negated all the work they did in the second quarter in 3 possessions. And then Miami just ran away with the game from that point. They ended the third quarter on a big run, and then came out in the fourth quarter and had another big run, and that was all she wrote. And nobody could get anything going for the Wizards. They were back to the stagnant offense. We whenever they're moving the ball and they're getting quality looks, things are fine. But it was the ball stuck a lot of over dribbling. They weren't getting anything really going to the basket aside from Kispert. Um, yeah, man, they just couldn't function well in any aspect of the game tonight, and Miami took full advantage. They were man, they were lights out from everywhere. They shot 56.6% from the floor, 56% from 3, and 81% from the line on 21 free throw attempts. Um, yeah, that pretty much lets you know what's going on. But yeah, man, another bad loss for the Wiz. They got to figure something out. Um, it's not getting better. It's getting progressively worse uh, as each game goes. So yeah, man, it is what it is. It'll continue to be this way until they decide to do something about it.
Carnell.
Yeah. Shout out to Corey Kispert, Shreyas Herrera, and Aaron Holiday for being pros and acting like they wanted to compete. Everybody else, uh, yeah, honestly, probably should have been sitting in the stands, man. You know what I'm saying? Watching the game, man. It was that bad. It was just a carryover from what we saw in Phoenix. They ran up against 2 contenders, and they see just how far they got to go, and it's far. It's bad, man. You could tell it's a lot of factors that has contributed to how they're playing lately. The trade deadline, I'm pretty sure, is one of the bigger factors that no one knows who's going to be there. No, you know what I'm saying? So guys are in self-preservation mode. When they get on the floor, they look at them and show that they can play. They, kind of, in a sense, trying to try out for other teams. You can just see it. There's no cohesiveness on either end, nothing. And you know, you got a first year head coach dealing with this, and he's still trying to learn on the job with everything that's going wrong. It's just a recipe. It's just a recipe for disaster, especially with the caliber of teams that they've had to deal with. Look, even if they were together and playing well, it would still be tough to beat these teams. So, when you add in the mix everything that's going on, a combination of a lot of things, um, you get the results you've been getting the last two games. Just to throw this out there, in the third quarter, Trez, makes the basket. It was 76-69 with 3:47 left in the third quarter. The Wizards were fighting. They cut the lead. It's obviously 7 points. Man, the Heat went on a 15 run to close the third quarter. And then started the full court on a 16-6 run, dog. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like they hit like 7 threes like midway through the fourth, dog. Like, I mean, no resistance. You can't score. You ain't moving the ball. It's like, that's why I called out those three players and said, thank you for at least competing, man. Like, it just boggles my mind, bro. I'm like, y'all NBA players, man. Like, at least go out blazing, man. Like, they're not even fighting. They're not even fighting, man. Like, it's that bad, man. And I'm like, do y'all want to stay in the league? Some of y'all, bro, and it's so frustrating, man. You got assistant coaches ready to go up in the stands at the end of the game, dog. Because the fans are obviously saying probably some ignorant stuff or whatever about the play on the floor. Like, but my thing is, why don't your team have that same sense of urgency and anger out on the floor? It was embarrassing, bro. Like, the Heat were playing with them. You know what I'm saying? But they were playing with them in a respectful way. We just gonna play hard, do what we do. Similar to what we saw in Phoenix. Like, if these teams were really grimy, 140, it could have been like 140 to 100. It could have been bad. And it's just, I mean, look, man, with the trade deadlines Thursday, the 10th, look, man, ain't nobody safe if it's up to me. I'm like, I'm making calls all night if I'm telling you. Like, this is just, right now, you can say that, no, ain't no you can say. Right now, they're the worst team in basketball right now. And it's not even, I don't care what the records say. They're the worst team. The Detroit Pistons, I believe, or the Kings will have the worst record. At least they compete, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight to smack them. They at least show a post. The young guys are competing. These guys are just, I mean, dog, what do you, I just don't understand Dinwiddie. What you for? Come on, dog. It's 2 or 6. What are you holding back for? You see what I'm saying? Like, Caldwell Pope 3 of 11. What are you frustrated for, dog? I'm not even Bertans. That's Ray, man. I'm gonna let Ray talk about him. Denny 5. A lot of our viewers love Denny. They be on him like, well, he should play more and do all this and da. He played 25 minutes, got 1 or 2. You know, like, bro, it's like I said, man. I just applaud the 3 that came in there and showed the post. And you know what I'm saying? I give Rui some love. At least he was aggressive. Man. He was 4 for 10. He got in there and went to work, dog. Like, it's just bad. And I really can't think of nothing positive outside of those 3 just showing that they're competitive. They at least try to fight. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the team is just it's pathetic, man. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't know why the assistant coach is mad. I'm dead serious. Like, what you expect to hear from the crowd? It's a DMV, man. It's a basketball rich area. We know bad basketball when we see it. We not about to accept that, dog. Like, come on, man. It just is what it is. Though it's a high standard here for basketball, so of course you gonna hear it. What you think they're supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And like Ray said, I know you said the crowd is. It was a lot of Miami Heat and fans in the stands. Nah, bro. The crowd been like that for a minute. Like, the opposing team, whoever's came in this building, it's been their building. From the Celtics to the Phoenix the other day. I forgot who they played last week. It escapes my mind, but it's been like that. I mean, it's about as bad. Damn, dog, the early '90s when we were kids, like when it was just 21 seasons all the time. It's that bad now, and I don't even know if it's a quick fix, man. You know, Wilson been saying it. It's time to hit the red button, the big red button. It's just at that point, man. So we're gonna see what happens, man.
Yeah, I don't got much. Y'all pretty much said it. Big red button. This thing is done. Like it's done. Like at least hit the red button, clear some stuff out the room, so at least you can accidentally get enough people that want to go in one direction. Because this right here is nasty. Like I know Miami's where they are in the standings for a reason, right? Miami's bench came in like mad. Like Miami's bench came in with the disdain that they were on the court with your players, period. Gabe Vincent was like, you catch these. Like, how does someone else's bench come in with disdain for you in your building? In your building. Like Cardo said, I'm sitting here tweeting 15-1 run to close the third after you cut it to 6. And you want to talk about demoralizing? You literally watched the team just hit the switch real quick after you fought your way back to make it double digits. And they were like, switch on. 15-1, 16-6, switch on. I'm not trying to be mean. It's a nice way. Someone else please explain to me how else you took in that exchange. You cut it to 6. It's in your building. You even had some of your fans making noise. Next thing you know is let's go Heat coming through the broadcast. I know, Ray, you can hear it even better. Let's go Heat chants midway through the 15-1 run. Then they open the fourth, 7 consecutive threes. And you can't even be like, oh, man, Jimmy Butler went off. Huh? You can't even be like, oh, man, Bam went nuts. Kyle Lowry went crazy. It was an equal opportunity. You know what? Like, and again, you got to hit the button. Like, you need to figure something out, like you said, it's on Thursday or whatever. Work the phones. It is what it is. Figure out who actually, like, you shouted out the 4 people that clearly look like they were competing tonight. Start with that. Like that's what at least needs to be here prerequisite-wise the rest of the way and go from there. But this was bad, man. This was really, really bad.
Oh. I mean, Bam had a dunk contest. He was just rolled to the basket, dunk. Like, y'all not gonna bump me at least. Like, yo, Kyle Lowry was 4 for 6. He didn't even he was chilling, man. Like he was just chilling. He's just like, let me get my minutes, my cardio, make sure I stay on pace. You know, so like it's that. I mean, you already had an executive role. He like, I ain't with that. He about to like, nah, that wasn't me. It's just, man.
Everybody that came in this game for Miami scored at least 2 points. I'm sorry, scored at least 4 points in this game. Every person that touched the court. The only person who didn't was Udonis, and he doesn't play.
PJ only had 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. PJ's out here to play defense, taking the occasional corner 3. He ain't even taking the occasional corner 3.
No.
Like, you didn't even have enough resistance for them to have to swing the ball around enough for PJ to take a 3. I saw PJ several times a night dribbling the ball up the floor. PJ's not out here to be dribbling.
Bruh.
I
could have got a team. I could have called some of the homies from the farms, man. They would have competed harder. I'm just being real. They would have. They'd have been like, yo, this is my chance. They'd at least competed harder. Like, at least give the fans that. Some guy, I don't know what they doing, dog.
Bare minimum.
But why we got to answer that from NBA players?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, that first and 15, that direct deposit hit, that's motivation enough, dog. Like, I got, dog. What? 5 figures? Where they at, coach? Who you need me to go? It ain't nothing you say. Who you want? Like, I mean, erase that one. Like, it just is what it is, bro. Like, but you see how far they got to go, because what we're asking the Wizards to have, the Miami Heat is already known. You got to bring that as soon as you come through the door. Pat Riley just can like go back out the door. You know, I got your salary in the briefcase. You can take that with you. Be good. We don't need you here. So it's just known like that, and that's the franchise that they kind of shooting for. You know, like them and the Bucks, like they're nowhere near that, bro. And man, yeah, I don't even know. Look, what you want us to say at this point, man? Get the caller. Get the call. We're making some calls, dog.
You take your pick with this one.
Hey, dang, Lord Jesus. The Miami Heat.
Okay, cool. Also the Miami Heat.
Eric Spoelstra. There you go.
We're gonna get to some of these comments, man. Like that was I think the person trying to bring their own trade value down so they won't be traded to Indiana or another lousy team so they can stay in DC and pad stats for next year.
And they doing a bad job of padding stats, bro.
Speak. Shay didn't have words. Game looked so bad. The Washington Wizards so weak and fragile team look like shaded 10 and 3 stars. I don't believe that any trade will do much better for this year. Look, man, I don't.
Wilson, yeah, Ray got rolled, so we got it.
Yeah, I saw it.
All
right. Anthony Tony, no words, just emojis there. All right, can't argue that back right now. So the Wiz don't look like a team; just a bunch of individuals with lousy skills. Wow. Okay, Shaq. Drew Gooden talking more about himself than the game.
Yeah.
I'm usually on Drew Gooden about the commentary throughout the game. They had to fill the time to talk with something. That 15-1, 16-6. Look, man.
Hey, dog.
It wasn't a game to talk about. Shaq.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
That's why I said I can't get mad at him tonight. Like I really can't.
You raise your mind.
Yeah. Even the kids on halftime played better. Y'all are wild. A misconception, 1 for 6 from DP don't deserve a shout out. Yeah, I disagree. I know he's out there to hit the 3 ball, but he kept playing. Like he led the team with 20 points. He found other ways to score and contribute. There's another guy on this roster that's paid to shoot the 3 ball when that's not going in, they don't do anything else. Corey kept playing for 4 quarters. So I have no
Corey was not the problem tonight.
Yeah.
Kispert was not the problem, though. Y'all just nitpicking. Fine, he 1 for 6, but he was 9 for 15. So he was perfect from everywhere else, though. Damn it. So man, he at least competed.
Yeah, he had 6 boards and 3 of them were offensive. He led the team in offensive rebounds tonight as the sniper. Area 11 team with the Owen Reese of bad things do bad things. If it doesn't matter, you put on the floor. Organizations run terribly.
Starts at the top, always.
Always lose focus after halftime. All day they had focus at the beginning of the game. Like Miami started the game strong. And it was just a couple lows. I don't even know if he has that much value. I have no connection with anybody on his roster. Blow it up. Anthony Tony said, trade Wes Unseld for Sam I am. It doesn't change the players. Like
Sam ain't coming. Nope. I'm good.
He threw the white flag up too. Trade everyone but Bill for Sabonis and fill in with true 3-and-D players for next season. It's a wrap.
And they need more than 3-and-D. They need some all-around players. And all this specialist, that's the problem. Need some players. And Sam might swing on people if he had to see this.
Again, like you said, Sam ain't leaving. Trey Bill,
he from Baltimore too, man. Like it's about pride, hometown pride, and folk. Nah.
We got back-to-back Ben Simmons. Trade Bill for Ben and picks. We
all know who Morey want.
Yeah, they're gonna blow it up. Might as well get Ben. Like Cardell said, Morey's is we all know who's the apple of his eye. So yeah, if something gets done, it's for only one person only. We think. After Pacers trade their assets for picks expiring, they'll have a brighter future than us. Tommy needs to follow suit. Ted was not sitting courtside tonight because he would have been the one running in the stands.
Nah, I doubt
that. This team shouldn't play again. Rebuild around Bill, rebuild around the young players, but rebuild.
Forfeit the rest of the season.
I think Trez knows he's getting traded. You could tell he wasn't his energetic self. I thought Trez was fine tonight. Like, you take Trez away from this one, it was a stretch in the first half. Trez was the reason they got back into the game.
Yeah, nah, bro. he may know he getting traded, but he was himself.
Yeah.
He's pitching himself to a new team. Like that's what this is.
He's putting out some decent tape, unlike others. Russ and Wizards needed each other.
Remember, Russ wanted out of here, though, so
That was his choice, and he got out. Really, how can you speak about basketball when there's only one team on the floor? Oh, Shaq. Okay. Bill and Kuz, everybody got to go.
Man, look, everything's up in the air, dog. Everything's an option.
Kuz can go too if it brings us a bonus. Biggie C want to know: do you think we get Sabonis? Do you think the Wizards get Sabonis after we saw Karras get traded and what the price was?
I mean, they have. It depends on how much Indiana want to blow it up. That's the thing. Like, they have the bigs and stuff to match the salaries. Especially, they definitely match the salary because you can just throw Bertans and one of the bigs, and I think Thomas got 100 a couple years back or something like that. Yeah, like you can. The question is, do Sabonis want to stay? Because you don't want to get him, and let's say you do trade and you get him, and he just won't up and leave. You really got nothing. You just got a rental for a little bit, and then you got to understand this is just half a season. So I don't know what his contract situation is. I got to look at it, but Sabonis is so. You don't want to just not have nothing if you make that move either, man. It's like they just in a bad spot because you got a lot of guys that I'm pretty sure they want to move, but they got big contracts that other people would not. The most teams are not trying to absorb. So it'd be tough. But if you Sabonis, would you want to come here?
If let's say if hypothetically you talk about the contract, hypothetically, if they got him, they'd have him for 2 more years.
But that's okay, cool. But he's coming out of a bad situation.
Yep.
And he's an all-star right now. Like, he's playing at an all-star level. I'm pretty sure he like, yo, I don't want to keep wasting my years in these type of situations. That's what I'm saying. You like, yeah, y'all can trade for me, but I'm my ass out. And then what? So it all depends on that, man. Player empowerment era. So, but yeah, if you can't get him, why not? I mean, what they have now is not working, man.
I guess they ask you, what do you think, like offering wise? I think you mentioned it because they have the salaries to match. They have some options, but again, like you said, it depends on Indiana. We don't know. Like, are they trying to hit the the entire button, or
And there's other teams out there that could use the services, man. You know what I mean? He's a dangerous piece if he end up with the wrong team, man. It can change some things. Like, all right, what if he end up in like the Clippers, even with PG and Kawhi? You feel what I'm saying? Like, or Brooklyn kind of weak up front. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot of depth up front. You got Claxton, you got Older Blake and Aldridge. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what if they try to get him?
That changes a lot. Like you said, if he goes to the wrong team, you feel it in the East. Yeah.
And that's the last thing you want to do is help a team in your conference get even stronger, and they just in position to smack you around. Because, players can lie all they want, man. It's like seeing your ex-girl, dog. You want to show her that, you want to show you what she's missing out on. So, yeah, they're going to come back to turn ready to smack you.
Trying to click through some more of these.
Yeah, that's been established a long time ago. Damn, we got Heat fans in the back.
It's bad when the opposing team's fan slides through real quick with empathy after a 27-point whip. Like, he came through with empathy, not jokes, not slander, empathy. Shout out to Kevin. Does Teddy and Tommy see this and own it? I have no idea. I guess it's as good as mine. Thing is, Tommy's not the owner, so.
Yeah. Pump the brakes, dog. Pump the brakes.
It's really early, and again, situations matter. Let's just relax. Like, I'm not about to indict any of the young players that got drafted here. It's too early. You said Rui and Denny need to be traded. Yeah.
And also, y'all gotta understand, Rui and Denny were drafted under old regime. it's a new coach who may not feel quite the same about them.
Yep.
Kingsbury is his pick, so of course he's on. You know, that's the political side that people don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah,
Clippers got Norman Powell for pennies. Tommy missed that one. I don't know so much of his miss or it's Portland. Like Portland's. You want to talk about another place that's kind of shambles? Portland's Portland. I don't know what they're doing. Like we've been figuring out his name, like where they're going for a while. They kind of been in the same place for a few years. I don't know what Portland plans on doing.
But y'all also got to understand the other team has to want what you have.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. And like I said, Powell just resigned. He just got a big contract.
Yeah.
They can't afford him. That's it, that matters. And y'all thinking it's 2K, but my bad. Wilson even like you can't even make trades like that 2K.
Hey man,
sometimes you got to match up.
Look, it's real life. Everybody don't got the veto power on it. It says if they stay, he will. Trying to go back up and see what they were talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not scrolling that far back up, so come back now real quick. Wizards fall into their 7:25 Eastern, turn to FS1 or ESPN territory, and watch them young college pups hustle more than I can say for them Wizards. Tough.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Troy. Wow, Shay. Someone still remember the 10-3?
It was a long time ago, brother.
Giannis whispering to Trez ear after the game the other night remind me of Green and KD, born in Allen.
Hey man, it's been going on for the last few weeks, dog. Like if any of the players are cool with other players on the team, they dabbing them up like, "Yo, dog, man, what you doing here, dog?" It's like that. You could just see it, like, "Yo, come on, dog, why are you here?" And it really started with Russ because he was trying to get Bill to leave.
And you're right. It goes all the way back to that. That set the tone for this.
Come on, bro.
That set the tone for all of this. And like you said, every game is literally conversations and people trying to figure. I think someone said earlier, it's just a bunch of people out there, everyone trying to figure out where they're going next. You can't how can you come together and go in any direction like that? It's tough. I want to see young players with a full off season of work under a rebuild. Anthony Tony Sabonis doesn't want to come here. Exactly. He's throwing up Denny. He's throwing up the Denny Hansen or GM. Yeah, I don't see any of that happen. He's never played with a guard like Beal. Then we get Grant in the offseason.
Jeremy Grant from the Pistons? Which Grant you talking about? You talking about Grant from the Pistons?
Yeah, I think so.
Look, man, if y'all haven't been paying attention, a lot of area guys don't want to play at home. And it has nothing to really do with the Wizards. It's just this home. The DMV can be draining. I'll just leave it at that, dog. Like if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
I see you with the growth there. That's a good word. That's a good word.
I'm trying, dog.
I see you. Sabonis is best friends with Rui and the rest of his ass connection. I mean, that's cool. And we can be best friends without if you're already go. So think about that. What do you think Rui's saying about what he's been through to Sabonis? It goes both ways. So not only does he have just Rui to talk to, he got Rui and Kispert to talk to, like, hey, what's going on over there? So like maybe your one prayer is that that Zach connection and they can pull their homie through. But I mean, what do you think they have good things to tell them? Sabonis to Charlotte. I don't know what Charlotte got going on because, like Cardell says, you got to give stuff up to get things. That's a big part of all of this. Who's the coach that got?
It looked like Blair, Joseph Blair, big guy, but I'm not for sure. Regardless, that just tells you how bad it is, man. And those fans must have been riding him.
Yeah.
Well, not him, but the team bad.
To get that reaction, yeah, they had to be saying something.
Well, he's ready to go run our test and go up in the stands. So, yeah, y'all just reaching, y'all wishing. Like, stop wishing.
All right, so okay, in a make-believe world, if you're Dame, if he's really going to use his silver bullet to get out of Portland, you think this is the better situation? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Oh man. Oh, he's talking about Braun and Allen. Do you think they're going to be unexpected trade? I
Man,
mean,
right
anything's
now,
possible.
anything possible, dog. Right
You
now,
know, I did. I think this is going to be one of them trade deadlines with you looking at the standings of both conferences. Everybody kind of jumbled up outside of the people that have already established themselves. It might be a charge your phone day on Thursday. It might be crazy down to the last minute. Something wild except of Sabonis and Grant. I mean, I have no idea, man. I have no idea what's about to be out. Anthony Tony with the Karis LeVert happy to go home to Ohio right now.
yeah, they got a good team. They're third in the East. Yes. Um, Jeremy got to come here, deal with it. He's already in a dysfunctional franchise, dog. So why would I want to just go to another dysfunctional franchise? And then I'm at the crib. I can't escape. Everybody bugging me for tickets. I can't get everybody tickets. When I tell them no, I change. I'm not the same dude. I'm arrogant. I'm all this. And like, who wants to deal with that, dog? There's a reason why a lot of the NBA guys that play here, how many of them have been beating, knocking on the door, beating the Wizards' door to try to, yo, can I come here and play? They don't even take a, they don't even take a visit. They don't even take the call, bro. There's a reason for that.
Troy had the question all series. He was the captain of the squad. Team got a lot of serviceable parts that don't mesh. Bonus ain't fixing the whole team culture meltdown.
I mean, you're right. I mean, so you're right. Who is the captain of the squad? We thought it was Bill, and we thought Trez was the vocal guy. Right now, there is no captain. Let's just call it whatever. Everybody the captain of themselves. That's what's going on.
Like we said the other night, man, rudderless. Uh, can't wait to get a free jersey. Anthony Tony, wow. With the exchange program with American Express for jerseys. Wow. Two very different cultures on display, to be honest. Miami, Washington got comparable talent. One team got accountability, the other don't. Not a personnel problem.
Comparable talents. Kyle Lowry, Spencer Dinwiddie. That's okay. Uh, Bill and Jimmy. Okay, you all star. Whatever. Bam and any big man that the Wizards have. That's okay.
I'm with you on the first half.
Duncan Robinson, hit their sniper and our sniper. They're comparable. Wes Unseld Jr. in his first year against a championship winning coach and Spo. It is nothing comparable about what was going on right now tonight. Like nothing.
I'm with the first part. They've seen this a couple times recently. Two very different cultures and in terms of where teams and franchises are at. It's been on display to the past 3 games maybe, up close and personal. First pick of the draft, the Wizards select Jesus Christ because the Wizards are relevant. Y'all, wow. We appreciate y'all too, Troy, Area, Levity, everybody that tunes in the comments. Every single one of y'all, we do. Go ahead and bring us Ben Simmons. I don't know. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if y'all got Ben Simmons money.
So. Look at it. Y'all worry about Brick at least see if he could defend, he can make passes. Hey man. The only reason why he ain't want to shoot because he ain't want to get to the free throw line. Believe me, they ain't gonna be hacking him like that because the score will be they're gonna be up 20 and 30. Gonna be trying to get the game over. So it won't even matter. But
you care a lot of the things like pace that doesn't happen, help with the rebounding, actually plays defense. Like there's a lot of things that could help, but like I said, that's just me personally. I could be wrong. I just don't think they have Ben Simmons money. Blair the captain. Y'all wow. I think we're done with these same stuff we've been talking about.
He's not right. I don't think he's right.
Yeah.
He came back. ACL now is 9 to 12 months, and he came back at 9. I just don't think his knee responded. I don't think he got his jets. That's the reason why he's selling for a lot of threes and stuff. And against a good defensive team like the Heat, if you limit it, you're gonna be very limited because they're gonna lock your. And who else was really getting off to kind of create some type of space or something where they were like, all right, we got to focus on him and then he can try to do something. I just don't think he's right because this is not the Dinwiddie we saw, in Brooklyn before, he tore his knee up.
Yep. What happened to Jameson? All the guys be changing the culture. Hey man, like y'all gotta hold folks just in the locker room accountable. Like that's on them. Former players being around and everything else. They're not in the locker room. Antoine's not a player anymore. Um, to change the culture of the team, Bill need to go together with the other vets. I'd love to see Bill play with Embiid. Appreciate you, Biggie Steve. Again, we appreciate you all. Like I hear you, but like this is the thing with injuries. Like it might be partial, but you don't know how somebody like you can't. Everyone's body's different. You can't gauge that across the board. Like it's not something that can be generalized. Like Cardell and I could both tear the same body part and have two totally different experiences with the rehab.
Y'all up here just mad. I get y'all mad, but y'all also gotta be realistic. Y'all not that man. Y'all don't know what he got to deal with. You could tell he wasn't right beginning of the year because he wasn't even playing full time. Remember, he wasn't playing back to backs for a minute, so he had to play like every other game or whatnot. Man, it's no way. It's the reason why when Kevin tore his Achilles and all these other guys when they tear their knee or ankle up, not only do they sit for the rest of that season, they sit pretty much the entire next season. They come back when they're good. He came back quick, like 9 months is quick. And that's an ACL tear, though. I don't care if it's partial, a quarter. I don't care if it's a little a centimeter. It's a tear. It affects you, though. And then the mental hurdle you gotta get over. You see what I'm saying? If your knee don't have the strength of where you can accelerate, get past guys, or try to stay with guys, laterally, or when you go into the basket, you finally do get to the cup, but the mental part, man, you remember you take the contact and you more worried about how you gonna land than making a shot. That's how you blow layups. I just don't think he that dude because in Brooklyn before he got hurt, he was super confident. Like he was putting up 20, like cooking, like every which way possible. High post, breaking you off the dribble, hitting threes. He was cooking. You know what I mean? So I just really don't think he's right. But he's out there. If you ain't right, you gotta sit, bro, because you're not helping. You're a liability right now. You know what I'm saying? Teams are picking on you, so it's bad. But yeah, man, you gotta just be realistic. You can't just jump on people because you frustrated.
All right, we'll get on a couple more before we get out of here. What y'all think about our offensive sets running the same thing every possession? Cardell?
Man, it's predictable. That's what you expect from a first year coach, but at the same time, I don't know if it's the offensive sets or not because the players ain't really. They getting shots. They just not hitting them. They haven't been a good 3-point shooting team all year. Why they? And I'm like, why don't y'all switch up your strategy? Like they shot 45% from the field. That's decent. What killed them was the 31 3-pointers. You only made 7 and 16 turnovers. And then on top of that, you can't guard them. So yeah, you get what you get. You lucky it was only a 20-point loss or something like that. But why are you still selling for threes when you haven't hit them all year? That's what I'm confused about. You like in a sense you kind of just turning the ball over because if you're missing a lot of threes, you just giving it right back to them and sparking you sparking that fast break. So I really don't know, man. It's just think about it. They put the offense in to kind of cater around Bill and what he does and stuff. So he's not there. This what it is. You need other guys to consistently step up. The Kuzes of the world and all that, and they haven't got it done the last 2 games. They cooked the bad, mediocre teams, but when these good teams come to town, it's a different story.
And I think that's the biggest thing. We've had a stretch of good defensive teams they played against. So you're asking a team who, like, we know the Wizards' current status is they're not disciplined, turn the ball over too much, and from discipline covers a wide range of things: shot selection, taking care of the ball. You talk about running sets. One of the things that irritates me a lot when they're going through their offense is everybody doesn't set good screens. So when you're running a set, like we can't even get a good fair assessment on what plays look like because everyone doesn't make contact with. Like there's a lot of trash screens being set, and I'm sitting here. I can't be the only one sitting here thinking like, if you made contact,
guys will get open.
Like man, and the thing is, we're seeing them generate open shots despite trash screens being set every night. So I don't really have a big issue with the offense. I got an issue with the shot selection at time. A lot of people on the team, and they're given the freedom, the wings and stuff to handle the ball at times because they can. But again, it comes to discipline. Sometimes you're doing too much. Like tonight, we watched about like Jimmy Butler, where he just stays within what Jimmy does, and that's it. And I know the Wizards got a lot of youngsters, but that's something where I'm not saying play like Jimmy Butler, but that's what I mean about being disciplined.
But he's a vet also.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Like I agree with everything you saying because it was a few plays where he had the shot, but he was patient and he saw Bam had a mismatch. Kispert on the go ahead, dog. That's no disrespect to Kispert. That's a guaranteed bucket.
Yeah.
But why I'm gonna settle for a jumper? You feel what I'm saying? That's where the Wizards struggle greatly, and they have, man. They take low percentage shots. You gonna get low percentage results, and it's been consistent, man. So, I mean, you expecting them to change that? That's why I'm like, I don't know if it's the offense or not. I know they're not executing it as probably as they should. Wes Unseld has been saying that throughout in post games throughout the season. So, like I said, it's a combination of a lot, dog. You we could be up here all night just talking about every little detail was wrong, bro. We don't have that much time.
That's at least a couple more hours, and we ain't got that type of time. Anthony Tony, I see you talk about having supporters on the panel. We probably won't have them on Wizards Outlook. We got something to start later this month. I'm probably gonna get into having like just the morning show where it be kind of just covering sports that happened the night before, what's going on, and stuff that we cover, and just in general. That'll be something. Follow us on social media. We'll let you guys know when we're about to start it. That'll be something where you guys up in the morning, what have you. We'll have you guys on, answer some questions, things like that. But it just probably won't be for Wizards Outlook. Trying to.
Well, send comments on YouTube. Send it through our social media, DM us or whatever, and we'll get to you. We'll put it right on the screen and get to you when
and that'll make it appropriate.
Because some of y'all,
that's like Cardell said. Make sure it's appropriate to be put up here. Y'all have me scared every time I get to scrolling if I click on the wrong thing. Like
y'all wild to these comments, man. Y'all might have us fighting in Capital One, man.
But like I said, like we both said, even put the comments in there. Even when we're not live, and when we had a morning show, it'd be something a little bit easier. Where like y'all have an opportunity to kind of create what we talk about each day. So like, say we finish one morning, and y'all got something you want to talk about, I can get to. We'll get to it the following day. So we got something cooking for you guys. Give us some time. Cardell, this is the last question I got for you right now.
Look, man. So you trying to mess with man? Nope. I've been good. I've been doing good all season. Nope.
You know what? You have, and that's on me. That's on me. But I saw it. I had to click it. It's not my fault.
Started cussing. You almost made me start cussing. No, I've been doing good. PG-13, getting right to the point.
Hey, look, we want to thank y'all as always for hanging with us after Wizards Outlook. We'll be back Thursday. Wednesday morning, if you guys follow us on the Focus TV, our weekly show that's on we have on Roku and DC TV. That'll be up Wednesday morning and then Friday night. And again, like I said, it's up to you guys. We'll get that Monday morning, not Monday, but that weekday show, the morning show going later this month. So we'll figure something out. If y'all got time suggestions, things like that, I'm happy to work with y'all. Just let us know and we'll give you an opportunity for y'all to hop on at some point and talk again. The key word, like Cardell said, man, y'all gotta be appropriate. Don't be the one person that messes it up for everybody. Don't be the one person that messes it up for every single body. But for Cardell, myself, and Ray, who was here earlier, y'all have a great evening.